Lockup. Law officers, combat kinetics, unarmed panoply.
What's going on?
Can you roll down the window for my safety?
Why?
For my safety, because...
Roll the window all the way down?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Because I'm getting ready to have you sign a citation, ma'am, and I'm not going to reach into your vehicle. Okay. I'm gonna ask you one more time to roll down the window, please, ma'am.
What is the citation?
For unsafe equipment.
Why do you need the window all the way down? I'm talking...
For my safety, because I'm going to be putting
My
this...
hands are right here.
My hand is going to be near the window, ma'am.
It doesn't even...
Okay, step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle.
Hello everybody. I want to talk about just one specific technique that can be used in the street for a de-escalation strategy. First of all, we keep focusing on de-escalation. No, we should learn communication skills, not just de-escalation, because basic communication skills might even stop it from going to a de-escalation phase. But any call you go on, most of the time as you come in as a law enforcement officer, stopping somebody, going to a call for service, they're already going to be in a slightly agitated state. They're going to have a sympathetic response only because possibly the encounter that they might be in.
Ma'am, step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle. If you roll it up on my window...
Oh my God, are you serious? I have to go to the house.
Get out. Get out of the car right now.
Oh my God.
Get out of the car right now. Get out.
Wait.
Get out of the car. Get out of the vehicle.
I can get out.
Down on the ground. Get down on the ground.
Are you serious? You're scraping me.
So say, for example, this video that we just watched, all right? Now, the officer was trying to communicate with this young lady. This young lady was trying to communicate with the officer. But both started at the same time, both yelling at the same time, both with valid points, both trying to get their points across. All right, guys? First, what you want to do is almost basic agreement of communication. Hey, time out for a second. Right now, we both seem to be yelling back and forth at each other. Say, you know, I want to hear clearly what you're trying to describe to me. Why don't we make an agreement? I will listen to you for 2 minutes with no interruptions. That way I can be clear on what you're asking me. But the only thing I ask in return is that you will allow me the capability to express myself and articulate why I'm doing what I'm doing. Would that be reasonable for you? Now, one, it's a logical request. You give them the opportunity. Now, guys, I understand this is not a hard and fast rule. There are some times you might be able to do it, sometimes you don't. But if you have the opportunity, first of all, universal timeout. We seem to be yelling at each other. And I really do want to hear what your concerns are, all right? Agreement of communication. Now, if they keep yelling and screaming, at least you are trying a proven technique that works. You don't want to say, I try to de-escalate the situation without articulating the facts of maybe what you're trying to do. Officer, according to your report, you said that you attempted to de-escalate the situation. Could you please identify the technique that you used? Now, obviously, they're just trying to discredit you. Well, you can say, well, I try to create an agreement of communication. The young lady in this case seemed to be very agitated, and we're both yelling at the same time. And when both people are yelling, both people transmitting, there's no reception going on. So I tried to create an agreement of communication in simply saying, I will listen to your concerns for a few minutes without interrupting. As long as that's reasonable, would you please listen to me? That way, they're both more free of cognition, all right, that will be able to receive and transmit without interruption. It's a good technique and it's definitely worth trying.